The Immortal Thor, issue number 11. That's right, folks. Just when you thought this book couldn't get any more weird and go into some weird directions, they go ahead and tie into gods. I'm like, really? You want to do an issue about gods right now? I'm not against gods. Have you been reading Gods, the Marvel book from Hickman? That's like, what if I reinvented the powers that be at Marvel and the magic that over controls everything? Basically giving them like an Endless and a Sandman adjacent stuff and stuff with like a Hellblazer and Wynn. It's pretty good. It's pretty interesting. What if we tied into that? What if we did a book with the in-betweener? What would that look like? It'd be weird. Because what is that? Who's that for? What are we doing here? I don't really know. But this book opens up with a little bit of just talking about what happened in the last issue. Remember when Thor was framed for killing Dario Agger? Well, we bring that up because Sam is aboard the Impossible City. Yawn, I don't care about this Avengers stuff. And he's like, yeah, Thor, there's nothing we could do right now. It's best if you come back to Midgard, you stay with the Avengers, so we'll help you look better. He's like, okay, I gotta go deal with some stuff from like Gods and tie into that book kind of, and also go meet everyone in my extended family. Because this book is about the children of Odin. So the next page shows us like 100 people. It's not 100, it's like 7 other people, including Thor, and some of them aren't there. You got Angela, who's from Spawn, kind of. Well, yes, she is from Spawn, but now she's over here because Neil Gaiman hates Todd McFarlane, yada, yada, yada. You get it. We have the last born Losa, who would become some person, and they're being held by the Swift Hermod, whatever. Thor's there too, of course. Loki, Balder the Brave, the ones you know. Hrungnir the Hunter is also there. Vidar Giant's child, whatever. There's the other ones, just in case you were wondering if they're there. They make fun of Thor because he's using a cell phone and they don't understand it. Because why would they? It's just a cell phone. It doesn't matter. They're not all there, though. They're waiting for somebody else. Who is it? He shows up wearing a Hawaiian shirt with big muscles. His name is Bragi, whatever you want to say. He's the god of poetry. Instantly makes Loki uncomfortable because they're the god of stories and all that. The teller of tales is a part they have played in this book. And Bragi is like, yeah, no, what's a story if not a poem with different words to it? So Bragi takes over the narration. Loki's been doing the narration for most of the time, but now Bragi takes over the narration. And it's like, hey, that's what I'm doing here. Loki hates him. And I get it. This guy's just kind of a dick. He shows up with a big old beard, looking exactly how I want to look when I'm 60, and just says, I'm going to control the story now. He's like, all right, well, I know we're looking for the rest of our family. I brought one of them. So, since we're having the meeting in a secret place, I thought we should bring, like, a god of doom and death. And that is when the Uller, whatever, like an old crazy-looking guy shows up. The Gandalf of the family, obviously. And it's like, did you forget about me? Hey? Your weird crazy brother? Some weird, like, muscular Gandalf? Did you forget about me? I'm like a weird creature of death or whatever. Well, Bragi bought him. Well, Bragi brought him. So, there you go. He's part of the family. Now, they're waiting for Tyr or Tyre or whatever. These are a lot of names. I can't tell them all apart or whatever. The Nordic god of war, Tyr. He's missing. That's why they're here. We gotta go find Tyr. Where's he gonna be? We'll figure it out. Luckily, Uller or whatever might have a way to figure out where to go. They have to go to the in-between. The impossible dimension. Whatever. This is where it's just a Gods tie-in. They walk into the land of the in-between, and maybe Tyr is trapped in one of these boxes. We also see Bragi just kind of like explain, here are the characters that showed up in Gods. They've been messing about, mucking things up. They kind of changed some stuff. The in-betweener had some shit go down with him. He's kind of different now too. So there you go. Let's look in these boxes for our brother. We gonna find him? Maybe. Or maybe Loki should just say the thing that they're wanting to say, because maybe Tyr is trapped here because of Loki. got into a fight, got pissed off at Tyr, send him to the in-betweener, now he's being eaten or whatever's happening to him. It is a lot. And when we're just coming off the arc that is all about what if Thor was a parody comic fart, you know, this is a lot to deal with. And I don't know if it's that interesting. If I'm being honest, I don't know if it's that interesting. So they're going to figure it out. The one that's the hunter, Honir, he's like, well, I can see two tracks, one far and one close. Meaning that they probably split the, I don't know, split the dimensions. Because it's an in-between thing. They split the dimensions of Tyr. So we'll get a team together. We'll get all the characters you know to go to one location. Loki, Thor, Angela, and Balder. The rest of you, do something over here and figure it out this way. So all the named characters that you know, come with Thor. The rest of you, stay here and deal with like a thing. They track down one box that probably has a part of Tyr in it. The one character, oh my goodness, which one is this? The one that's holding the kid. Hormund? Harmund? Something like that. The other one. No, not that one, the other one. Not the giant, the other one that's got the stupid helmet. They're going to go inside the box. They go inside the box. It's weird. It's like that episode of Treehouse of Horror where Homer goes through the third dimension. Like, oh, this is weird. But he does find Tyr. But something's happening to him. He's using a Kirby crackle. And you're like, what's going on with your hand? Are you becoming an in-betweener? Are you like the in-between now? What's going on? Trapped in a weird box. That's where the book ends. This is a lot. This is a lot. What's going on? I don't know. It's a lot to process because I don't really know if it's interesting or not. Like, having 10 characters sit in a room and then explain, like, well, our brother's in a box. From another book you're probably not reading. Here's a little bit about that book. And then here's, like, 3 other characters you might have heard of, but if you haven't heard of them and suddenly 8 children of Odin and they're all here to do a thing, you're just like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. It feels different, just in tone and flow, than the other stuff that Ewing's been doing with this book. It definitely feels like a fill-in mini, you know, like maybe like 2-parter. I don't know. But that's fun. Something to do with Tyr and Uller and Braji and Honir and the other ones. What are their names? The kid, Hermund, Swift Hermund. And you, I don't know, who cares? I don't know. All right. The Immortal Thor issue number 11. I'm going to give a 7 out of 10. Now, thank you all for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And of course, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.